Forget the AI wars for a second. There's a new global race heating up, and Canada just dropped a massive chunk of change to stay in the lead. We're talking about technology that makes today's supercomputers look like pocket calculators, and the government is betting big that the future of computing will be built right here in the Great White North. Canada is fighting back against the U.S. dominance by launching the Canadian Quantum Champions Program to stop Canadian talent from fleeing to American programs like DARPA. The government is handing out $23 million checks to 4 specific homegrown startups. This isn't just a grant, it's a strategic move to ensure that when quantum computers finally change the world, from breaking encryption to discovering new drugs, Canada owns the intellectual property. What do you think about this move, John?
I think this is the right move, and this is what we need to do with AI as well. Obviously, there's not that much money that they've allocated, but it's better than nothing for now. And so shout out to BetaKit for covering this. Love BetaKit. I love the articles they come out with. So the program's funded with up to $92 million in its first phase, which is part of a larger $334 million. Again, this is my opinion, but that's not much when we're talking quantum. But
yeah.
It's a good start. It offers funding of up to 23 million Canadian to promising firms like Xanadu, Norquanti, Photonic, and Anyon Systems. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So I like that Canada's government is kind of trying to position this effort as a strategic response to the DARPA quantum program that has courted a lot of Canadian quantum tech firms. And so I like that they're launching this initiative to keep people and companies in Canada, because like you said, we've got an abundance of cheap energy. We've got an abundance of natural resources. It's a great spot to do the research. What do you think?
Yeah, I think just to bring people up to speed, on quantum computing versus regular computing, imagine a giant maze. A normal computer tries to solve it by running down a single path one by one until it finds the exit. A quantum computer runs down every single path at the exact same time, and it solves problems in seconds that would take a normal supercomputer thousands of years. So we're hitting physical limits on how fast standard computer chips can get. Quantum represents a leap forward. It allows us to simulate nature, molecules, weather systems perfectly, and all this other stuff. And it's allowed us to do breakthroughs in medicine, batteries, and security. So I do think the multi-company approach, not putting all your eggs in one basket, is a good thing. I'd like to see the government spending money. $334 million overall is not a lot of money. And I think, they're building minimum of $5 billion per data center down in the US or something like that on top. That's just to build the data center, never mind, this stuff. So I don't know how much we can compare on funding wise, but ideally with some fast moving startups, the ones you mentioned, that we can get a couple of really good breakthroughs that will help us lead the way. And, if we're footing the bill, ideally the IP stays here with us. And maybe we've had some really great breakthroughs in quantum in Canada.
Yeah.
And we've talked about many of them. So I hope this changes. It doesn't change that. I hope that pushes us to the forefront on more of these. Because I believe who controls quantum does control the future. We talked a little bit about AI. AI is going to play a role in that.
Yeah.
Once you get AI and quantum working together, you're going to be in a whole different kind of level. So
absolutely,
I'd love to see more.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
In the long run, federal officials, this project, they're saying it could contribute to tens of billions of dollars to Canada's GDP, but that's only if they fund it properly. If they underfund it, then it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to go very, very, very. It's not going to go very far at all, and we're going to lose it to the states. So we got to make sure that we do this properly.
Yeah, and Xanadu pursues photonic quantum computing, which uses particles of light photons to perform quantum calculations. Mm-hmm. While Norquanti focuses on superconducting qubit technologies, the approach used by major players like IBM and Google. Superconducting qubits have demonstrated high gate fidelity, fast operation speed, established research. So these are some of the companies they're putting their money behind, which are leading definitely areas. So I really like that concept. Mm-hmm. Critics worry that we're throwing money away at technology that is still very experimental. So we're paying for potential, not finished products. there is a genuine fear that once these computers work, that they will render all internet encryption useless. And it's a race between building the computer and building the shield to stop it. So that's definitely a concern. But I love that we are actually actively starting to invest in serious technology here in Canada. And this is definitely a step in the right direction.
I agree.
So this is Canada paying attention, or this is Canada paying a premium to ensure we are just customers of the next tech. We aren't. This is Canada just paying a premium to ensure we aren't just customers of the next tech revolution, but the architects of it. So is this a smart bet with taxpayer money, or should we let private market handle it? Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll keep watching the story. What do you got going on, John? This is stuff that's going out in the next week or so.
Yeah, so we've got some events at the Toronto Business Development Center. I'm doing some lunch and learns in person there. It's a great organization, great incubator. And then February, what date is the Startup Drinks, Craig?
I closed that, so I'm not sure. February 19th, I believe.
February 19th, but have a look at startupdrinks.com, startupdrinksto.com for that event and other events. If you need some help with government funding, SHRED, or any other grants, reach out to me on LinkedIn. But if you're interested in AI automation workflows, or you need help with your business, what can they do, Craig?
Well, we've got lots of stuff going on over at flowgrammar.ca, where we help businesses implement AI and business automation so they can scale faster and more reliable, get more leads, grow faster. We also have a growing community over at flowgrammars.ca, where we do Flowgrammar Cafe, we do live build events, we do demo events, we get the community together online and in person several times a month to show and demo and support anybody who's trying to do this, learn automation, end-to-end AI agent building. So check all that out. We have a series of events called Flowgrammar Cafe. The next one's February 6th, March 6th, and April 2nd. We do those right now in partnership with Workhouse, and those are full day drop-in headphones, laptop, and work. And we'll have some experts on site that can help you troubleshoot. And we all kind of do a little walkthrough in the afternoon about what you're working on, and show us what you're working on and stuff. And it's really cool. So check all that out over at flowgrammar.ca and flowgrammars.ca. And coming soon, and you can sign up for this now, flowgramming.space. An AI agent and workflow marketplace where people can buy and sell agents or workflows. So if you're building agents and don't know what to do with them, where to sell them, go over there and check that out. Again, flowgramming.space. Or if you're building workflows, or if you want agents or workflows built, you can go over there and buy them. We have some interesting guarantees, and it's coming soon, so you can get your name on the waiting list right now. That's all we got going on, John. For everything else, go to torontostarts.com. I don't even think I mentioned it that whole time. Thanks everyone for watching. All the information about CES, and these interesting things. Any last words, John?
No. Check out our next episode. We're going to be talking about the weird stuff at CES. So,
all right, everyone. Thanks for watching.